You're pre-approved, but you still can't buy that house. Before heading out and starting to look at homes, I want to have a quick and honest conversation with you because this part is where a lot of buyers get tripped up. Most people think that the home search starts with browsing listings online on realtor.ca or scheduling showings to go see actual homes. But actually, it starts right here with a bit of an honest clarity. Let's chat about this. The last thing I want to do is show you a house you fall in love with only to find out the numbers don't add up and it's just totally out of reach for you. That feels awful for everyone involved. Make sure you watch this video right until the end as we go over a few real life examples of things that happen every single day. You will be surprised. Part one is being pre-approved doesn't always mean you're ready to go. Here's something I hear behind the scenes all the time from other realtors and many mortgage brokers. My clients said they were pre-approved, but the numbers didn't work. Now, don't get me wrong, if you've been pre-approved by a lender, that is a great start. But what a lot of people don't realize is that not all pre-approvals are created equal. Sometimes pre-approved just means someone clicked through a form online or had a quick 5-minute chat with the bank, not really getting into it in full details. That's not the same as having your income, your debt, your down payment, and your budget actually reviewed and verified properly. So before we go too far down the road, I like to talk about a few simple but very important questions to make sure we're ready to act when you find that perfect home. Part two are the real stories and real lessons. I was talking to a mortgage broker in my office the other day, Kyle Miller, great guy, he knows his stuff, and I'll link his contact info below the video. He shared a few examples with me, and I would like to share two quick examples because these situations are more common than you think. We're going to talk about two different buyers. Buyer number one is the almost buyer. She told her agent she had a solid job, a good down payment, and was already pre-approved. They found a house. She absolutely fell in love with it. Everything was great until the lender asked for the paperwork. The job? It was just a pending interview. The down payment? It was promised by her landlord as part of her move-out deal. The budget? Not even close to what she needed for that home. The end result? They couldn't move forward. And that showing, it turned into a major letdown for the buyer, for the seller, and for the agents. Let's talk about the buyer number two, the $1 million maybe buyer. This one came in as a referral. The buyer said she was looking in the $900,000 to $1 million range. Sounded very promising. But once she started opening up and telling her story, she was recently bankrupt, she had a consumer proposal, no stable income, 3 lawsuits were pending, hoping for a $1 million payout. And when the mortgage broker asked for her email to send out the application for her to fill out all her details, all her information, she ghosted, disappeared, never to be found again. That is not a buyer, that's a story. Part three. So here are a few things you should be asking yourself. A simple 5-step pre-qualification conversation with yourself, so be very honest. Number one is the employment and the income. Are you currently employed or self-employed? This can have an impact. How long have you been in that role or that industry? Is your income salary, hourly, or is it commission-based, or a combination of a little bit of both? If you are self-employed, have you filed your taxes for the past 2 years? That matters a lot for the lenders. They will want to see stability and history. And also, do you have your notice of assessment, the NOA from CRA? If not, you can log in to their website and get those anyways. The lenders will be looking for those. The red flags you want to be aware of or be on the lookout for. If you just got a new job, it can be tricky. If you're between jobs right now, it can be even a little bit trickier. And if you haven't filed your taxes yet, this is going to be a problem. So make sure that all of these things are taken care of and accounted for because you will need this no matter what. Number two is the down payment readiness. Where is your down payment coming from? Is it already in your bank account or are you waiting for a gift or a sale? If it's coming from the landlord, if I move out, that is not a down payment. That's a potential, a maybe. It really cannot be counted. Number three is the debt and credit. Do you have major debt? Credit cards, car loans, lines of credit? If so, gather all of those so you can get a clear picture of your financial situation. Your lender will be asking for all of these items. They want to know where you stand as much as you do. Have you ever filed for bankruptcy or a consumer proposal? This could be a challenge for you. If the answers are vague, you're not quite sure, it's something you need to know and address before starting your home search. Number four is the legal and financial uncertainty. Are you going through anything legal that could affect your financing, like a pending lawsuit or a separation? If you've recently divorced or separated, is there a formal agreement in place? Do you have this agreement? Lenders will be likely looking for this document. If you have no documentation whatsoever, that can stop a deal dead in its tracks, even if the intention is good. Number five is the budget reality check. This one is very simple, but very powerful. What is the monthly mortgage payment you are going to be comfortable with? Have you already spoken to a mortgage broker or your bank and submitted your documents for review? Let's do a quick math calculation using the $100,000 rule. So let's say for $100,000 of mortgage, it's roughly average 506 per month at a 4.5% interest rate over 30 years. This is an approximate number. When you talk to your mortgage broker, to your bank, they will give you a more accurate number depending on the terms of your mortgage, the interest rate of the day. So this is just basically giving you a quick number to work with. So if your comfort zone is $2,000 a month, that gives us a ballpark of what price range you should be looking at. If someone says, I want to buy a $750,000 home, but I can only handle $1,200 a month, we have a math problem. Unless, of course, you have a very large down payment, then the math could possibly work. Part number four is the easy next step. Now, if you're thinking, wow, that's a lot to cover, don't worry. You don't have to figure it all out yourself. In fact, I work with awesome mortgage partners who can walk you through everything in about 10 minutes. No forms, no pressure, just a quick conversation to see where you stand, if it's even possible. If you're truly ready to buy, you'll walk away feeling confident, then that home search can begin. If you're not quite there yet, that's okay too. At least you'll know and you can make a smart plan moving forward. It's the not knowing that can be very challenging. Once you know where you stand, you can make a game plan and get going in the right direction. Part number five is let's set you up for success. My job isn't to just open doors for showing. It's to guide you through the process and protect your time, your emotions, and your money, helping you make the right decision. So before we start looking at homes, let's have that real conversation, because when you walk into a home you fall in love with, you want to know you can make it yours. Ready to chat with a mortgage broker? Let's set up a quick intro. Let's get this right from the beginning and make your dream of owning a home a reality. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you like it, feel free to share it, give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel for more straight talk on real estate. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about the buying process, buying a home, getting pre-approved, make sure you give me a quick call, or you can always email me at jeanricher@jeanricher.com. Merci beaucoup et bonne journée.